Rockin' and jump off. It's on once again. And put up in. He said, "You crazy motherfuckers are back."
Guess who's back?
Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Falling apart this morning, dude.
Yeah, sure.
Falling apart. Got a win hangover. Fucking Dodgers going to the World Series again.
Oh, good for you, Fraser.
Yeah, I'm happy, man.
I don't watch baseball, but good for you.
I like it. You know, my old lady watches it with me.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm excited, dude.
So what's up, homeboy?
What do we got, man? What's today?
Shit.
What's the day, dude?
Shit. Sunday.
Did you fucking did you check this week's sponsor, Starbucks, on the weather, dude?
Yeah. Fucking Starbucks said, "Do not mention our name. We are no longer attached to you guys, and we never were."
We'll pay you not to say our name.
You go into Starbucks and talk to just some fucking random worker,
yeah,
and tell them, "Hey, we didn't get our sponsorship check this week."
Yeah.
Like, what? You're gonna have to talk to corporate about that.
Yeah, you guys fucking owe us money. Free coffee forever, eh? I found some mouse in my coffee, eh? You remember that McKenzie Brothers with the beer? Strange Brew? Oh, yeah. That was great, dude.
Let's give some shout outs while I choke.
Yeah. Let me clear my throat. Get some. So, we've been hoping and praying that this guy's going to come in. Every week he promises us he'll be here, but then comes game time, dude's not here. I want to give a shout out to Harold Gregory Flory. What's up, boy? Travis Carlson, Ben Guire, Marco Moreno, and then Dean Anderson Patty. Oh, Deanne Anderson Patty.
Peppermint.
Juan Gonzalez. Taking somebody back to 6th grade right here. Michelle Searcy.
Ooh. What happened to Michelle Pereira?
Dude, she was the best. She's one of the best fucking kickball players, dude.
One of the best, dude.
I mean, when it came time to picking teams, it was either her or Eric. And Eric was a good fucking kickball player, but...
Mm-hmm. But we had to take Michelle. If you had to take a chick, you took Michelle.
Yeah. She was the tougher of the two chicks.
Oh, who was the other one?
Eric.
Did you listen?
I didn't know.
Did you listen to that thing I sent you? That link, or you did that podcast?
What was it?
It was the conversation about all that shit.
I don't think I did.
Oh, it was a good one. It was funny. It was just like the guy was like, "I don't respect you. Like you're just a cross-dresser if you fucking wear women's clothes.
Yeah.
You're a transsexual if you get your junk cut off.
Yeah.
Then I have respect for you. You know what?
Yeah.
You get your shit cut off. I'm giving you respect, dude. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll accept you.
Hey,
You can go in the other bathroom.
Yeah, you got your junk cut off, then you ain't got a dick. Go ahead and go, man.
Boom.
That's what I'm saying.
Boom.
We got Jeff Ward.
Okay.
Used to skate with that guy back in the day.
He's a big boy, right?
Yeah, he's a big blonde-haired kid.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I made out with some chick at his house.
I thought you were going to say he made out with Jeff Ward before.
What was her name? Tammy Cope or no? Tammy Case, I think that was her name.
Tammy Case was a teacher, bro.
Oh, was it?
A yard duty teacher.
Sorry, Tammy.
Oh, and she was married at the time.
Oh, fuck.
You fucking fucknut.
Take that shit out, dude. I don't need any fucking Me Too shit coming at me when I was 15. Omar Rodriguez. And my boy, dude, I'm probably going to hack his name, but Chad Amir Nicaragua.
Okay.
But yeah, that's our international subscriber, man.
National.
We got to give a shout out to we know dude, all those 25 Japanese girls that are on our tip about this show.
Mm-hmm.
We're blowing up in Japan. I mean,
kind of a big deal in Japan.
Yeah, a lot of fucking people know what's going on.
We have some of the Yakuza fucking contact us.
Yeah, you come off the plane flight, dude, and you're like, fellas 92. They're like, they know what's up, dude. Right off your back.
Kind of a big deal in Japan.
Yeah. Oh shit! You remember that dude got in busted last year? He was all
who
in the World Series last year.
No.
So Dodgers had a pitcher, Hugh Darvish.
Oh, and did he get in trouble or some shit?
One of the guys on the other team, the Astros, he was like doing some,
clowning.
Yeah, the eye shit and that. You know, it's different too. Like if an American dude does it, but this dude was like from Honduras or Nicaragua or something. So they have a little different culture down there. You know, they're not as socially sensitive about shit. They're more like we were in like the 80s.
They don't like nobody.
Yeah.
They're like nobody. Like I was telling this Mexican guy at work, he's like, you understand Mexicans don't like white people and black people and fucking El Salvadorians and fucking European. Yeah. They don't like nobody. We always talk about white and black, how the race is between white and black, but Mexicans don't like nobody.
They don't give a fuck, dude. You know, and it's the same way with Asian cultures, man. Like,
it's true.
If you're Hmong, they don't like Laotian, and if you're Filipino, they don't like Chinese. You know, it's
nature. You know, whatever.
And everyone say the other one's the dirtiest.
Yeah.
Like you're talking Chinese guy, he's like, "Oh, the Hmong people are so dirty, man. They're so dirty." Talking to a Hmong guy, he's like, "Oh, Chinese guys are the worst, dude." But there we closed out introductions or whatever that is there.
So what do we got going on this week?
I think we're gonna freestyle. We got a fucking couple of things on the board, but
we're not talking about wives.
No.
Fraser got in trouble.
I didn't get in trouble, but my wife tries to tell me, how I should be saying things. And I'm like, no, those are my feelings, right? That's my story, my point of view. We try to condense our ideas and put everything we're trying to say in a nice square box that's this tight like this. And then that's how...
And it's not real. You're playing a character on TV.
Yeah, we're just playing a character on the show. So everything's in this box. It's nice and tight like a Rubik's Cube, right here. But if my wife was to tell the story, it would be a box like this big.
Oh, no.
You know, like this. And I try to tell her, you can't tell a story like that. You have to tell it like this so you can get to the next.
I hear what you're saying, and I agree 100%. Like when you're trying to tell a funny story or you're trying to tell a funny part of a story, you can't tell every fucking detail leading up to that. You got to, condense everything because people have short attention spans, right?
Yeah.
So you got to fucking get the funny parts. You can't lead into it with all kinds of fucking details. You just got to tighten it up. You got to tighten it. Otherwise, when you're telling somebody this story and you think it's funny and you're telling it verbatim, it's not funny retold.
No. I agree. You got to get that hit part. You got to be like that. Boom.
And you got to fucking add a little to the story on your own. Like that's lying. That's not lying. You can exaggerate something, but you got to exaggerate. Like something happens to you. You don't always. The people that tell everything that happened to them word for word is like people go, oh yeah. But when you add a little fucking pizzazz to it, people are like, oh, that guy fucking tells a good story right there.
Well, like I try to tell her, like, let's say we seen this dude fall off his bike, right? That's what happened. The guy's riding his bike, he fell off his bike. Yeah. My wife would be like, well, when we got out of the car, I had my red shoes on that day, you know, and my red shoes already told me, like, something was probably going to happen. But then my friend, she called me. You know, she called me and we were talking about what's going to happen.
And you already lost me. I'm already lost right now. I'm like...
And it has nothing to do with the dude falling off the bike.
Like you have a dial tone on this side, like... anything you tell me beyond that, it's not going to be good.
No. I mean, you got to say, we seen this fat dude... Or we seen this skinny dude...
Tweaking.
We seen this tweaker.
It always has to be you tweaking or something. Yeah, you got to add something to it.
So you just gotta say, look, this fucking guy ate shit on the bike.
Right.
I mean, it was bad. His teeth fucking hit the ground, and you know.
Fuck. Yeah.
Some shit like that.
His dick fell out.
Yeah, he lost his dick. We had to go pick it up.
It's got to be something.
Come to find out, it was John Bobbitt.
He said Jim Bowles.
Jim Bowles, dude. Oh my god, dude.
He said I brought him home and I made him a bologna sandwich.
Dude. This guy, this is a true story, man. So I used to live off of Palin. Over off of Palin, there, Oak Street, there's a kids park. Mm-hmm. Monkey bars, fucking cage, you know, all that kind of shit.
Right.
So the kids are over there playing. My daughter's like 13. She comes home. She's like, Dad, there's some weirdo at the park telling me I need to be a cheerleader so he can go watch me be a cheerleader and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, this guy's a fucking weirdo. Let me go over there. So I go over there to see what's up. It's Jim Bowles. Oh. Fucking twackled, dude. Got mung on the sides of the mouth and stuff.
Twackled?
He's twackled, dude.
I never heard that word.
Yeah. That's in my repertoire.
Twackled.
Yeah, so I get this guy. He's like, hey, can I get something to eat? I'm like, yeah, come on over, man. You know, we're old friends.
Yeah. He's a good dude. I always liked him.
He was all right, man. But then this guy got into drugs, and it's just super bad, dude. And
He got twackled.
came over, made him bologna sandwich. And he said that's what he's like. Hey, you got bologna? I'm like, I do. I got bologna.
He made him a good old mayonnaise bologna sandwich.
That's it, dude. That's all he wanted, man. So we fucking he eats and shit, and I got some liquor, and then Kenny Kiefer came over from across the street. We start drinking 252s, which is 151 Bacardi.
Wait. You said Kenny Kiefer?
Kenny Kiefer, dude.
He lives across the street?
No, when I lived on Palin.
Oh, okay.
He don't live now. But he came over. We're drinking 151 Bacardi, 101 Wild Turkey together, 252. So there's so much alcohol in it. If you light it on fire, it fucking lights on fire.
Okay.
So we're drinking.
So who's drinking? You, Kenny Kiefer, and Jim Bowles?
We're all three of us. We're getting drunk. It's like
eating bologna sandwiches.
getting drunk at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, it's fucking.
On like a Saturday or
Dude,
something?
no, like a Tuesday. Like on a fucking Tuesday. Sorry about that interruption. So we're getting drunk and shit, and then we're lighting them on fire. Kenny spills his, it fucking burns his hand, and his hand's on fire. And he's like fucking, doing this kind of shit.
Why, is he drunk or is he
we're
twackled?
drunk. We're drunk, and he's doing this shit, and then the pain hits him. Fucking put it out and shit. Next thing I know, Jim and Kenny start fighting, fucking fist fighting.
Huh?
Going on in the front
For
lawn,
what?
yeah. Because they're drunk and being stupid. I mean, they're just being stupid assholes. And so then I tried to pull Jimmy off of Kenny, and then me and Jimmy start fighting. And then Kenny comes in and starts fighting me because I'm fighting Jimmy because he wanted to fight him.
3 twackled friends.
Yeah, just all twacked out, fucking drunk and shit. And I just finally said, you know what? Fuck this shit. And I fucking locked the front door. I said, you guys go home. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, sounds like a blast,
Yeah,
man.
that's just how you get down, Fucking, I saw Kenny the next day. I didn't see Jimmy. I haven't seen Jimmy for years now, dude. But,
Okay.
DG said he saw him down in Lodi.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Fucking running the same game, dude. Fucking
Looking for a bologna sandwich.
man. I don't understand it, bro. Drugs are a demon, dude. I mean, it's just bad, and very few people come back. Once you go down that road, very few people come back, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Look how many lifers you know. Look how many people you know for life. They've been doing fucking dope.
I don't see. I never done crank or anything. But I just never see the attraction. Like, ooh, I gotta do some crank, bro. I got fucking ooh.
Well,
you ever see anybody like look like that fucking person's doing great? Let me try some crank because they're doing crank. Like you end up fucked up. So why would you do it? Why would you think I can do it sometimes and then all of a sudden get fucking addicted to it?
Well, dude,
I don't get it.
I was in that other side of the show where like I would do it every now and then. Like if I want to fucking party all weekend, I'd get fucking jacked up on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You do a couple rails, and Sunday morning you're coming down feeling like shit, just like a hangover, right? But you just fucking...
Or even alcohol. I mean, anything. I mean, food, whatever. I don't see the extreme part of life. I work with a guy who's on, he's like, 15 years sober or whatever it is, He listens to the show. Rick Lee. What up, Rick Lee?
What's up, Ricky?
But he's a addictive personality. Whatever he does, he has to do it all the way. That's why he cannot drink.
Yeah.
So I just don't get it. You know what? This thing with this diet. So I'm in like 3 or 4 weeks on this diet, like full board, like fucking doing it right.
What is it? Paleo?
No, I don't know.
Keto?
I don't like. I just do my own thing. I don't like saying that shit. That's bitch shit.
Is it the addictomy diet?
Addictomy. But I realize now, I'm like, okay, now I can have a couple pieces of pizza. I can have a regular sandwich. Like, there's a balance. Like, I'm just not gonna have no toast, no more bread in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
fuck that.
I can have, I'm gonna go out and eat some pasta this night or whatever. There's a balance, dude. The extreme part of everything is just fucking mind blowing to me. It's like people get dialed in on this thing. They're like, fuck no. They're fucking just zeroed in. It's like, dude, there's a balance. You can be balanced in everything you do. It don't have to be 100%.
Let me ask you, what do you do at 100% though? What do you put 100% into, dude?
Nothing. Talking to you.
No, I do. I'm thinking the same thing, man. Like,
I don't.
I had this conversation with an auditor at work.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you need to do everything 100%. Everything, you do this, that. I'm like, that's bullshit. You tell me you go out and mow your lawn and you're giving 100% every time you mow the lawn? Fuck no.
But there's people who do. There's people who do that, dude. Who do everything to the extreme. Where I think it's kind of be miserable, or like to be what's that? You know, like the person's always super clean, like a.
I know what you're talking, like a germaphobe, dude.
Just whatever that is, like they're.
Fuck, I know the word you're saying.
Okay,
too.
but that just seems miserable to me because you're never content with what's going on. You're never happy. You're never content. Like you need to have it perfect. You need to do this perfect. You need to do that, and you're never content with that. It just seems like a miserable way to fucking live, dude. I don't get it. I do not get it.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's what gets them off. That's what gets them high. Is fucking that order and that fucking.
I mean, I believe in a clean house, but we have dishes in the sink, or you know, like it's there's a balance. Like you don't have to fucking flip the fuck out because there's fucking a guy I work with. His wife. He left a bowl. He said I left a bowl and a coffee mug in the sink one morning, and like he was getting phone calls or crumbs on the counter, and like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you just left the fucking. I'm like. Really? Or he didn't make the bed, and it was just like, flip the fuck out. I'm like, dude, you know, I don't make the bed for like 3 months, dude. Like, we go to bed at night, in the morning we just get out, go to work. Every once in a while we fucking make the bed, but who fucking cares if you don't make the bed? Nobody goes in your fucking room anyways.
No, my thing is too, man. Like, let's say you're gonna have a party or something, you have people over, right?
Then you go through.
So I'm gonna clean the house.
I clean the house,
yeah, I'm gonna clean the house and do that shit. But I'm still doing it like 85, 90%. I ain't going 100% because I know that the next morning. The house is gonna be fucked up anyways. I'm gonna have to clean again, dude.
Yeah, I don't get this fucking all in or nothing. I don't get it.
I don't know, man. I just never sold out on something like that, dude.
I mean, if that makes you happy, then go for it. Hey, all for you, dude. But I can fucking relax sometimes if they're just in sync and just watch a movie. I don't have to be like, well, I can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, life's too short to be stressed the fuck out about all that shit. Hence. And this is where I go with this too, towards politics, is this fucking blue wave, red wave bullshit, dude. When someone's telling me that the blue wave's coming or the red wave's coming, I don't give a fuck what side it is. It's like your opinion no longer has that value anymore because that's all you're worried about is this fucking one line bullshit. It's all the way. I'm voting for Cox for governor, right?
Yeah.
I'm voting for a Republican. I'm voting for, and I don't want to go through the lines of everything I'm voting, but I'm voting for some stuff Democrat, some stuff Republican, some stuff conservative issues, some stuff liberal issues. Yeah. I'm voting across the board, whatever I think. I don't think there's a one train of thought like we gotta win this. Like then after that, when you tell me anything, I'm like, your opinion really don't have that value anymore.
Let me ask you about this because I think this is some weird shit that's going on with that, man. It's like Prop 6, right?
That's the tax thing, right?
Yeah, it's the gas tax shit, right?
Yeah, that's what everybody's talking about.
So you have to vote yes on it to make it not happen. Mm-hmm. They trick you. Like you think you want to say no, like no on 6, yeah, but you really should, or in my opinion, you should vote yes because they're getting so much fucking money already from shit, and what they do is they don't use it for the bridges. They don't use it for the streets.
No, 100%. I'm voting yes on 6.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm going to.
See,
man.
That's what I'm saying.
They trick you, and for people that aren't all the way there, right? Uh-huh. Or like they have trouble thinking, it manipulates them and it makes them vote the other way.
Well, I know 100%. My dad, Republican down the line. Yeah. Like it's like then Dad, don't even talk to me about politics because you have no open thought about or open opinion about stuff. You're just fucking you're blind by what's going on in the real world. I mean, we're living in the past, man.
Well, I don't know what topic that was we were on, dude. We were just scatting, but fucking that'll lead us into a good one.
We were twackled eating bologna sandwiches.
Yeah. So speaking of going 100%, man, you see this in it's religion, man, or cults, right? Mm-hmm. These people do that shit 100%, man. Like I worked yesterday, and I seen these cats going out. I think they're JWs. They're out there in their nice suits, you know. Mm-hmm. They got their kids and stuff. And I seen the missionaries, the Mormon dudes out there too. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're selling out on a Saturday. That's like your day. You should be fucking around doing stuff with your family and you know whatever. But here they are out fucking recruiting for the church.
If it makes you happy, though. If that makes them happy, then go for it. I think that's all good, dude. If it makes you happy. I think you should do whatever makes you happy. But for me, no. No, because I think personally, I think God created this whole world. Like my dad would always be in this little bubble, and he's like, "No, God's coming any day, and the world's gonna end, and I'm being prepared." And that, I think that's kind of hypocritical because God created all this around us, right?
Yeah.
He wants us to go out and experience all this stuff. He doesn't want us to go to church 7 days a week, go home, pray all day, go back to church 7 days a week. He created all this for us to experience. You're not experiencing life if you're just doing the same fucking thing day after day after day after day.
You don't hold those you don't have those temptations in front of you where.
That's what you're scared of? Are you scared that you're going to get these temptations and you're going to not love God no more?
That's what I'm saying. Your faith is blinding you from the life that is out there and life that is available, and you're not even giving yourself the chance to have a threesome. Or because you're not putting yourself.
I don't know about that.
I'm just or to do drugs, or if you're in this box, and I used to be there. When I was in my late 20s, church on Wednesdays, church on Sundays, dude. Fucking.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If that
Bible Answer Man, fucking Catholic Radio 1370.
If you love fellowship like that, that's great.
And it was awesome, man. But then that's the UFO sighting. It blew my mind up, and when it did, it allowed me to think outside of that box of Christianity. That's when I started reading the Torah, the Quran, the Book of the Dead, all these other shit. And what I started to realize was, man, everybody's kind of telling the same story with their religion. They just change names.
There's even like an ark in a lot of these stories. There's an ark that was built through there's a flood, and I mean it's just told differently in different ways. So I think there's some basis to a lot of what they're talking about, but
there's 100%ers. That's what I was getting on that about. Is there's a lot of them that go 100% at it, bro.
One of my cousins, my cousin Tony, that we grew up with.
Yeah.
My cousin Tony, she's Christian, right? And for me personally, I watch her and I think she's got it figured out, right? Because she loves God. She goes through the streets in Stockton, and she does like helping the fucking needy, or she'll go do food drives, and she's really into that. But then she's like buying records and she listens to hip hop music, or she can come over and we're drinking and she'll be laughing, enjoying, and she's not being judgmental on us.
Yeah.
Like I really respect how she lives and what she does, because then I get it from the other side. They're like, they can hear a cuss word on TV. Oh my gosh. Did you hear him say shit? Did you hear him? My cousin Tony, she's like, that's your life. Like, and what she's doing makes me want to be better. Like watching her, I'm like, fuck, she's not judgmental. She's going to DJ the party for my daughter's party, her and Cosmo. I wasn't joking. They're going to DJ. They do DJing at weddings. They listen to hip hop music and stuff. But a lot of Christians, you can't believe. Are you
going to call Cosmo out?
Dude, he still break dances on every Sunday in downtown Lodi, right? Are you friends with him on Facebook?
No, I think I am, yeah.
He break dances every weekend on fucking Sunday.
Dude, so you better get your game tight, dude.
I am not going to do that in front of my kids, dude.
Dude, come on, man. I'll fucking throw some windmills. I think I can still windmill.
Nah, I can't windmill, dude.
Yeah, I think I still got it in the weapon.
Maybe. I'm on this diet. Maybe I can fucking start doing shit.
But,
you're right. 100% is like...
Well, getting on it, man. I mean, I think there is good in that shit, too. Like you're saying, you're giving a good example of your cousin being that way.
100%.
But the other swing on that is like the cults, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who am I to say, like, the Branch Davidian isn't the way that I shouldn't be living my life, right? Or the Heaven's Gate cult, I shouldn't be living my life. Or the Manson cult, I shouldn't be living my life.
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Jim Jones. All these people that get involved in that shit, somebody at some point, like Jim Jones, got those people to believe, hey, this is our way to get to paradise. This is our way to live, right?
Well, he forcefully killed a lot of people, too. They had guns to him, make him drink the Kool-Aid. They fucking had guns and said, drink this fucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I watched the Jim Jones documentary. You watched that?
I seen it too, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't like purposely. But they did leave to another country to follow this guy into this fucking...
No, they sold all their shit. Same with Branch Davidian. You got people that are... And this is back in the late 80s, early 90s, and they're making $300,000, $400,000 a year, right? I mean, they got really good lives, but they fucking sell out all their shit, material, to go live in this compound.
So I've been watching the thing with 3 Wives, called 3 Wives on Netflix. Have you watched it? So it's these people who live in Utah that live in this small area. Polygamous, yeah, and they have 2, 3 wives, and that's what they believe. They believe the more wives, the more you become closer to God. Right? They're saying the more that you can manage this family and manage that family, that means you can manage more stuff that's what God wants you to do. I personally think it's just a fucking way of a pervert fucking just getting more wives. That's all it is, really, to me. Because I'm looking at the guys, I'm like, this motherfucker just wants to be able to fuck 3 different girls. That's it.
Legally. In God's eyes.
And you look at the women and you watch it, and they don't look happy at all, dude. They look not happy at all. Like they're
so why get involved in that game? You know what I mean?
Because they were born into it, bro. They're born into that shit. That's all they know.
And and I'll go along with that because, okay, let's say your grandparents were Jehovah's Witness, right? Mm-hmm. Your mom and dad are Jehovah's Witness. More than likely, I would say 90%, you're going to be a Jehovah's Witness.
Either you're going to be, or you're still going to follow that faith somehow in your life.
Yeah, it still has meaningness in your heart, even though maybe you're not an everyday Jehovah's Witness churchgoer or that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's all those teachings and the values of that society.
Does that happen to politics too?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Man, it happens with everything, man. Yep. Football, your football teams, your baseball teams, right? Hockey, whatever it is.
You fall in line unless you just like I told you. I literally honestly grew up thinking like I watched Fox News every day when I came home. I watched Bill O'Reilly. Everything was Republican down the line. It was not even, you couldn't even think about anything else. And that's how I always thought. And then I started looking at things and saying, you know what, there's an independent way to think. They're not right, and the Democrats aren't right. There's a way to think where I can think on my own and not follow this fucking party line bullshit.
Yeah, you can think both sides of the ticket, but you're either voting for one or the other. That's what it boils down to. You're voting one way or the other. But you can stand off to the side and say, I'm not Republican, I'm not a Democrat, I'm an independent, I'm right here.
Because those people have some of those values, or some of those ideas are like, okay, I believe in that. And it's okay to be, I believe in this social program, but I believe in this conservative program. I believe in this person running for governor that's Republican, and I believe this guy running for senator Democrats, I like him. Like, you can do whatever the fuck. There is no thing that says you have to follow this fucking line.
Well, then you see, like, these Project Veritas videos where they're going in and infiltrating campaigns, Republican and Democratic, and you have them talking to people off camera and they're saying shit like, well, yeah, of course I'm going to say that we want we want guns to be legal.
Oh, 100%.
And 100%,
then, yeah.
But when it comes time to vote, I'm going to vote against it. You know,
right?
And they got that on camera and shit.
Yeah.
We know because we think outside the box about shit. We know about that, but the everyday American, unless you're trying to search for that shit, you're not going to find it, man.
No, and
the truth isn't told.
Watch how right now. Watch how everybody's saying what you want to hear right now because the voting's about to come up. Yeah. So everybody's even Trump with I'm looking up for a fucking tax break for the middle class right now. That just came up. Yeah. That's just a new topic. All these topics. The first thing that pops in my head is, it's voting time, so it's all bullshit. Everybody, the Democrats throwing this shit at you like, "Hey, we're the new fucking movement, and we're looking out for you." It's all bullshit, dude. It's all bullshit.
I'll give you another really good one, man. So, I drive around all the time. I do jobs different places all the time. Galt High School has been fucked up over there by Champs and what was that? The ceramic class.
Okay,
that building has been fucked up for years and years, man. They've been putting band-aids on it. I've gone to so many gas leaks at fucking Galt High School. It's unreal. It's unreal, man. I mean, and they're leaking. It's fucking insane. But now that it's time to vote, you see it's all fucking gated off. They have a thing up there. Measure E, your tax dollars at work, right?
Yeah, so the people that are holding power right now can maintain power.
Yeah.
It looks like they're doing something.
They weren't doing shit until it came time to vote, right?
Exactly.
And if you look, I don't care where the fuck you go, Natomas, Granite Bay, West Sac, wherever you're at, you'll see some type of street project going on right now.
Right now.
So it's in people's minds like, oh, they're fixing the streets.
So the people in power are actually doing something for us, even though they haven't done shit for us for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. But they want it fresh in your mind, you know?
I mean, the one I was listening to the guy running for governor from Maryland, and he's giving these numbers out. So I look them up because I don't believe anything anybody tells me anyways. And the numbers he's giving us are right. The crime has went up the last 4 years. The fucking poverty went up the last 4 years. And like all this shit's going up. And this guy that's in power right now is trying to continue to be governor, and he's telling everybody, you know, what we're working on right now is we're working on the schools, we're working on crime, and it's like, but you were here for 4 years, and the fucking everything that should have went down went up, everything that went down should have went down went up, like it was opposite, like you haven't done shit for the people, and he's still winning. Yeah. And he's still fucking winning.
Well, dude, because I think about it. So when I come off the freeway over here by Twin Cities, I see like fucking 15 political signs,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's name and shit. It's just name recognition. I have no idea. We have Farmer, and he's one of our
100% name recognition.
So that's what it is. It's name recognition.
But who would vote for Feinstein over and over and over and over again? And anything she has to do, it doesn't seem like to be progressive. It doesn't seem to be moving in the right direction. This is what I'm telling you about being a free thinker. And everybody said, "Well, you're left. You're a Democrat." No, I'm not. I think on my own. I don't follow party lines, so I'm a leftist. And you know the definition of liberal?
Well,
it's someone who's open to new ideas. That's the definition of liberal. So we should all strive to be liberal. But you turn the definition into like, well, no, that means that you're for everybody who's illegal to vote. That means, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't believe there should be open borders.
Because that left party has taken that word liberal and used it. Like they use Abraham Lincoln as one of their head figures, right? Abraham Lincoln's the first guy to start the Republican Party. He has nothing to do with the Democrats, but they take him and use him as a figurehead, right? They steal whatever fits their narrative.
Well, we were talking about socialism, right?
Yeah.
And our boy was talking. No, this is the actual definition of socialism. No, it's not democratic. Democratic socialism is paying your money to taxes and using those for programs. That's social. That's a democratic socialism. That's what it means. It's not even debatable. But people will try to fucking go to like the fucking origin fucking term of it or whatever.
Yeah, but here's what you take. If you take Lenin, Stalin, my boy in Cuba,
you can't Castro. You can't have both. You can't have both sides of the coin. Then you can't say that this is socialism, but what Bernie Sanders is doing is socialism because he's saying. But basically, the Democratic Party is saying more taxes for more social programs. But then that's the opposite of socialism. If you're saying that definition is no taxes. They're not talking about taxes. Then why are you calling them socialists then? Because they're saying more taxes, more social programs.
Yeah, but the whole socialist idea. Give me one example where it's worked.
No, I'm not promoting socialism. But what I'm saying is the new socialism, the democratic socialism, is paying more taxes for social programs. That's what it is. It's working, paying taxes for social programs.
We already do that.
No.
We've been doing that forever.
That's what my point was. That's when we were on the text line. That was my whole point. My whole point was that's what they're doing. The Medicare, Medi-Cal, the street projects or freeway system,
education,
free transportation, all that stuff. That's socialism. In an economic way, that's economic socialism, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my only point. Just because I'm trying to explain what it is doesn't mean that I support it.
Well, look there's a boiling point, right?
Nobody listens to anybody anymore.
There's a boiling point though, and once people realize that half of their check, half of their money they made, you made $200, the government takes $100, right?
Okay.
That's about where it's at right now when you spend $1.
Probably. But by the time you spend money on pay for shit and then you tax out of your check and everything, that's probably about where it's at.
Yeah. It's right there. So that's the tipping point, because once people start to realize, hey, I'm not even getting half of my money, then they'll listen. Then they're going to pay attention, right? Because right now, the best thing that the government could have ever done was they started taking money out of your check before you got it, right? Because it used to be you get a check and then you have to pay your taxes at the end of the year.
Right.
But now they take money out of your check every 2 weeks when you get paid, right?
Or every week.
So you don't even see it. And Marvin Gaye says it in one of his songs, money, we make it. Before we see it, you take it. And it's fucking true, man. Because if you...
That sounded beautiful.
I couldn't sing it. But if you got your full check... right? Mm-hmm. Everything you made, let's say you make $50 an hour, you work 40 hours a week, you got a $2,000 check.
You can.
No,
you could claim, my brother did, you claim tax exempt, which my brother did.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, the fucking IRS, he never paid all those taxes. He's 7 years later, he's still in trouble with the IRS. But what you're saying makes sense, is that if you don't force people to do this, they ain't going to pay it.
No, they're
not responsible.
Because it's not just federal government that takes taxes, man. It's fucking your Social Security disability. Right?
Yes.
Your there's FICA, all kinds of little fucking
and Social Security does help a lot of fucking people, dude, that otherwise would not have anything when they get in their old age.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, man. There are plenty of people dipping out of Social Security, which it wasn't made to do. Plenty of people getting checks. My brother gets a Social Security check. He never worked long enough to get a fucking Social Security, but he gets a Social Security check. One of my wife's aunts never worked a day in America.
Right.
Gets a fucking Social Security check every month, dude.
Right. That's the fucking duality of everything is I mean, Do you eliminate it? No, you don't have to go extreme and eliminate it, because like the old man, you know, the old man that worked with Ron, the Chuck Deuce, the old man. Yeah. He worked his whole life. He didn't save a fucking. I mean, he just barely made it his whole life. Now he's on Social Security. That helps him able to fucking eat, not cat food, just regular food, and have a decent little quality of life.
Yeah.
That's the person it's supposed to be for. He's 77 years old, right? Yeah. It's not for,
22-year-old kid.
My brother. It's not for people to fucking, because his arms hurt. It's not for those people, bro. Yeah, I understand that. But that's where I think we got it fucked up. We don't take case by case thing anymore. We just have a flat thing where if you are supposed to get it, you just get it. Like
there's an Ames testing thing that's supposed to come out, and it's for our generation. It's for when we hit Social Security, right? So let's say by the time I retire, I'm owed $3,000 a month from Social Security, right? Well, they do an Ames testing on me, and they say, oh, well, this guy has some mutual funds. He has these cryptocurrencies. He has some 401k, and he's got a pension. So now they start deducting all that shit, Ames testing wise, from the Social Security that I've earned and I paid into, and they're going to say, oh, well, Mr. Fraser, you no longer get that $3,000 Social Security check. We're going to give you $626 a month. Because you've lived your life in a way that you set yourself up to retire and have a good life when you retire. Now we're going to punish you by taking the money you've earned and give it to somebody else.
Right.
That's what's fucked up with it.
That is fucked up. I mean,
it's super fucked up.
This is why I was voting for Cox too. Dude, this fucking stupid fucking bullet train to nowhere is such a waste of fucking money, right? Do you agree?
Dude, oh, totally, man. See, I don't ride any of the trains now.
Well, I mean, and then who's going to take it to Buckham Bakersfield?
I'll tell you what, though. Okay, so me and my daughter, Kayla, this is a few years ago, me and her went to a Raider game together, and we rode the train from Sacramento to the Coliseum. It was fucking awesome. I mean, it was awesome because they dropped you. Yeah, it drops you out. What's in Sacramento? I think it was Amtrak.
Oh, okay. No, you're talking about the train, but not the BART.
Yeah, it was Amtrak, 2 double-decker deal. It had some food and shit on there.
Well, the BART is a good idea. It takes a lot of people from fucking Pleasanton to the Bay Area. A lot of people use that.
Absolutely, man. But, in today's age, like, if I didn't have a ride, I could call Uber. I could call Lyft if I want to go someplace. I love using it, like when we go to Lake Tahoe or we're in Reno or something, and we're drinking and fucking around. I don't want to, I'm not going to think about getting on a train to go somewhere.
Right.
I mean, there's so much more transit and shit available than there was.
There's people who will vote for this stuff because it seems to the left, right? You know what I mean? So I'm going to vote for Jerry. I'm going to vote for the Democratic governor because I'm the Democrat. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to say, hey, you know what? California's been getting kind of fucked up lately. It's been over and over the same fucking shit. If it's the same shit over and over, let's try something different. I'm going to try fucking Cox. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. You could call me left, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all bullshit anyways. But when you ask me my opinion, I'm just going to tell you what I think about it. I don't think of, okay, what would the left do? Or what would the right do? I just have my own fucking opinion about it. And that's where I think we're losing people's free thinking and free will to think. It's like, it's party line. It's party line. It's party line.
Yeah, but I think, too, those people are thinning out. And it's with our generation, man. It's thinning out because there's so much information available. If you want to find out the truth about something or find your perspective, like say, okay, this guy got killed in Saudi Arabia, right? The journalist got killed at the embassy in Saudi Arabia. So you could read up a bunch of different shit about him, and if you want to take the left angle, you can follow that and go that way with it, and that's your truth. Or you can go the right angle and follow the truth. Or if you try to stay down the middle, you find out this guy's a Saudi Arabian citizen. He wrote for Washington Post a couple articles. He wasn't even an American citizen, right? So he's fucking around with the Saudis and the Turkish people over there. And you over in those countries, you don't fuck around because if you do, they fucking kill you. Right. That's what they do, man.
You run against Putin in Russia, you get killed.
So you can't push your American eyes, your American agenda on other countries. If they do that shit in their countries and shit, that's what happens. That's what goes down. It's not Trump's fault. It's not fucking. It makes me laugh when I think about it because other people are like, oh, yeah, well, Trump was involved with that. That's why the guy died.
Oh, I never heard that part.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Watch some CNN. I watch both sides. I got to watch it. I watch MSNBC, CNN, and then I watch Fox. And it takes me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to watch all this shit. But I want to get the whole fucking...
You know, while we're evolving, I think we're evolving. You
information.
know, like our great-grandfathers had... You know, if we think back, they had some fucked up fucking morality. Our grandfathers has a little bit of some fucked up morality. We have some fucked up morality. Like, we're adjusting all the time.
Yeah, dude. I was just putting a plug in.
We're adjusting all the fucking time. Like but the problem is here is when and this is the conversation I had with my daughter. She's in college, and then there is a point when you start going too left, right? There's a point where you start going too right, and that's when you get Hitler, right? And you go too left, and you get socialism, right? There is a middle of the road ground. So I'm talking to my daughter about America in general and stuff, and I still say this is still the greatest country in the world. Regardless of what you see, because now you can watch all day long snippets of police brutality, but you're not going to watch the police helping somebody get their cat off the fucking roof, or somebody helping this old lady fucking take her to fucking go get some groceries. You're not seeing that. You're seeing the negative part. While that is true, and we have to get better, there is good in America. There's a lot of good in America, and the college students are only being fed the bad stuff that's going on, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's why I'm trying to talk to her, and she's like, well, no, the other countries got... I'm like, no, wait. America is still the greatest country in the world. We have some fucked up views about shit, and we're evolving. We're going to get better. Yeah, we're not perfect.
When you take American views, right? You take our American views, put them against the Saudi Arabian views, where they're just starting to let women drive, right?
But that's their culture.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You got the same people talking shit about America because Saudi Arabia is doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you talking? Would you rather live in Saudi Arabia?
No, that's my point. Is that while we have stuff we've got to fix, I mean, we're always a work in progress. We still have the greatest country in the world, right? I think so.
Yes, that's because we continue to change, man. We
continue to change, and that's what the American flag is about. About changing. It's whatever. But
I think it has always been that you come to America for a better life than the one you had in this other country, right? That's the main reason people immigrate here, is because of opportunity.
Or the idea of it. Now, maybe when they got here, it wasn't as fucking cracked up as they thought it would be.
Well, I think what happened is back in the 50s, the 20s, the 30s, back in the old days, even the 60s and 70s, like my wife's parents, when they immigrated here, to get an education, to get a job, to build a life, to assimilate and become American, be part of the positive change in America. Now we have groups and groups of people that are coming here to feed off of the free stuff, to get a free house, to get free food, to get free education, get free medical, right? They're coming for different reasons, and a lot of these people aren't assimilating. Like if you see this line that's coming, these
I don't narrow that to people who are coming from other countries, because we probably have more lazy fucking natural born citizens than anywhere that any people coming in this country do.
Look at that line of people. You got started out like 1,600 people, and now it's up to 4,000 people that are coming from Honduras to try and cross through. They're straight up going through the streets with their Honduran flags and stuff like that. So you're leaving this country, right, because they're oppressing you or you're being fucked up. You should be carrying American flags, first of all, because that's where you're going.
True. You could have both. I mean, you go to fucking New York and Little Italy, they have all Italian flags everywhere.
No, and I'm not saying don't discredit your heritage.
Irish, you got Irish flags everywhere. You got fucking, and that's what America is. America's not a fucking Irish state, or it's not a fucking Russian state, or it's not an Italian state. It's all these countries mixed together.
Yeah, but on the same part, like, I'm a Native American, right? I was born here. You were born here too, right?
No, I thought you were saying you're a fucking...
No, I'm not Pocahontas.
You're Cherokee.
Dude. No. Actually, I have no American Indian in me at all. I have none. I know that for
You sure?
Fact. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I took it. Let's take the other one, dude. Let's do the ancestry one. Me and you will do it.
All
see
right.
what it comes at. Like
I don't care.
$69. I'll buy it, dude. I'll put it on the show.
No, I don't care. It's all fucking BS anyways, dude.
No, it's not, dude. DNA don't lie. They could put somebody in jail for murder and shit because of DNA.
No, I'm saying that's fine. I just, whatever. I don't, honestly don't really fucking care.
You're Klingon. We're going to find out you're fucking Klingon.
You're going to find out, yeah. I'm fucking Transylvanian.
You're 3% transsexual.
Cut off my dick.
Yeah. So what's up with? Are we done with cults and scams or religion or
what? What are we talking about, dude?
I don't know. When did
random,
dude? So the next thing we were talking about was the fucking mafia shit, dude. So both of us like the fucking gangster, fucking mafia shit that goes on, and it's every culture, man.
You know who the most powerful mafia in this United States is right now? The gay mafia.
The gay mafia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They control fucking entertainment.
A lot of cock.
They control music. They control a lot. The gay mafia is a real fucking deal. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get fucked anytime, bro.
So my shit, dude, is like we were talking about, man. You take a Henry Hill, right?
Yeah.
Henry Hill, real dude, was in the Goodfellas movie and all that. He's a fucking rat, dude. I mean, it's a cool movie and shit, but the dude's a fucking rat.
They all are. They're all fucking. They're gonna turn at some point because there's not too many people who are gonna fucking take it in the ass and go to prison the rest of their life for some sort of cause, dude. There really isn't. People will turn on you.
Yeah, no, I understand it, but he's a fucking rat. I don't glorify that guy at all. Whenever I see that movie, I hate fucking Ray Liotta because he's a rat.
I'm gonna send you a link to this guy. He was in the 70s. He was called the Prince of the Mafia. He actually did this scam with the gas companies and oil companies, and he was fucking. Back then, you could buy gas direct, and then what they were doing is open up all these gas stations and not paying the taxes on them, and then close your shop and open another one. Dude, he was making, they say, was it several $1 million a month? Several $1 million a month for fucking.
Dude, it's that movie, A Most Violent Year.
No, it's not a movie. It's a documentary.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
Have you seen that though? It's about what you're talking about. It's The Most Violent Year. It's a good movie. Great soundtrack, dude.
Most Violent Year.
Most Violent Year. It's about the gas companies, but what the gas they were selling was for heating your home.
Oh no,
like
this is regular
oil
gasoline.
furnaces and shit like that in the East Coast. They still, a lot of them burn oil instead of natural gas or use electricity. They burn oil, man. But that motherfucker
those back there, they're fucking all related. They're all backwoods. They're fucking.
What I see though, and I go from neighborhood to neighborhood, like out in Rancho Cordova, Russians are big, dude. I mean, they got chop shops and shit in straight up blocks, like where they bought up blocks of homes.
West Sac is huge. Russians in West Sac. A lot of Russian churches. There's a lot of Russians in West Sac.
Fucking
best pizza place in West Sac is Romans.
They own shit. I mean, they just tear shit up. You're either part of it or you're not. And if you're living there and you're not Russian, dude, you need to get the fuck out. Straight up. But it's the same with, Bahalana gangsters.
Bahalana, BNG.
Over off of Garden Block, man. Fucking bunch of Asian dudes. And this is where they kind of cross lines where you have Laotians and you have guys from fucking China or Japan. All these different Asian cultures come together and create this gang. They don't fuck around, man. They shoot. When they fight, they shoot. They don't fucking fight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they're running drugs. Pills is a big motherfucking thing now, dude.
Oh, everybody's on fucking pills, dude.
Yeah.
It's a morality legal way to fucking do drugs and say, well, at least I don't fucking do drugs. Yeah, you do, motherfucker. Yeah. You do it on fucking opiates all the fucking time.
Hey, we've gone over this before. This is drugs.
This is drugs. Pepsi is drugs. Yeah. Food is drugs. Everything you do, and there's nobody who can do anything in moderation anymore. Once you do it, like I gotta do it 100%, dude. I'm going all in. I'm gonna fucking do coke. I'm doing coke all fucking day.
I can't wait, dude. I can't wait till I can do drugs, man.
Why?
Because I'm a drugs fiend, dude.
Dude, why? Don't be a drug addict, please.
Dude, no, you're gonna be like, man, Frazier had his shit together until he hit 55. And that motherfucker's
You're gonna be out there fucking asking for bologna sandwiches.
You know exactly what I'm doing, dude. Send me some packages of bologna.
You better not, dude. You're like, what the fuck happened to Frazier? I don't know, man, but that motherfucker will suck your dick for a bologna sandwich.
I got enough friends, dude, where I can spend the night at your house one night a week, dude.
Not if you're stealing shit, bro.
Be like, that's Frazier. Oh, it's Tuesday. Frazier's coming to spend
Frazier's coming to get a fucking pack of bologna. He's gonna come all twackled.
Some Velveeta, dude. So the other mafia that we're getting into, man, and talking about those gangster shit is the FBI. The CIA, man, the fucking internal government that has their own. It's a mafia, is what it is. It's fucking
organized crime.
It is, dude. Look at if Hillary Clinton had won the election, we'd have none of this shit that went down in the FBI, none of this shit that went down in the Department of Justice, because it would have all been swept under the rug, right?
What shit did we have?
Like the fucking, they're saying the Russia collusion, right?
Well, I don't think anybody's denying that not collusion is they try to affect the election. I don't think that they're using social media to try to sway the election one way or another. I think that's true. You go on a site now, you're like, dude, people will post for some bizarre shit. Cousin of mine always posts like a picture of fucking Obama with the fucking in the terrorist room, like fucking with a plan. See, I told you. See, this is real. Like, people are fucking nuts, bro.
He's wearing a hijab and shit.
Oh yeah, it's like fucking. And where did they get this from? They get this from these sites that people fucking. And you go to the site, it's like nutso site, but people will say, no, this is true. Look it's right here. It's black and white. Like, fuck, you're nuts, bro.
But you got like Lisa Strzok, Page, Andrew McCabe. You got all these guys that are running the FBI, right? And they're sending texts back and forth like, well, fucking, she's going to win 1,000,000 to 1. Hillary's going to win. There's no chance we're going to let Trump take over. You know, we are the ones that are going to make sure this doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, it happened. So.
You know, yeah, it did. So that's why all that shit's coming out. But it was internally. They should have no political views if you're in the FBI or the CIA.
You shouldn't, but you're a person. You do. There's no way you can eliminate that from your life.
Okay, so let me tell you, man.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying you do. You can't.
So on the whole email scandal with Clinton, right? They asked her for her computer. She's like, "Oh, I'll give it to you in a couple weeks." They asked her for her Blackberries. "Oh, we broke them." You know, they asked her for phone. All this shit. She took all the evidence or the ways they could have fucking got to her. Mm-hmm. She destroyed it. She flat out destroyed it. She bleach bitted it, right? She fucking had a company come in, fucking wipe her server and shit. Remember? And she said, "What do you mean, dust it with a cloth?" Or, you know, she went down that whole route. Now, if me or you did that, or if Trump did that, right? Mm-hmm. The motherfucker would be in jail, dude.
I don't think so. I don't think politicians, or that once they become politicians, are going to jail like that.
That's the problem, man. Like, remember when Martha Stewart went down?
Yeah.
Right? Uh-huh. She did something that they do all the fucking time.
Insider trading?
Yeah, she just got on the wrong side of someone, and they fucking rolled on her. Just like fucking Henry Hill. They rolled on her.
Dude, that's everybody. You get on the wrong side of the fucking government, you're going to fucking jail. They fucking fine you for something, anything, dude.
What was the other one? Remember, it was a casino. Mm-hmm. Another casino movie, and where the Italians are coming in to do these casinos and shit. Mm-hmm. And the good old boy with the cowboy hat from Nevada is like, "Hey, I need you to give my cousin a job, or my nephew a job, right?" Right. And the nephew's running the machine, and then machine hits a jackpot like 3 times.
That's the government. The world is so corrupt, dude, and we're all corrupt because of money. That's why we're all corrupt.
Well, what happens is you fuck with the wrong guy, and what De Niro didn't notice in that movie is the guy with the cowboy hat was the one who's really running the shit. De Niro's in his town trying to do his business and his mob shit, but the guy, the commissioner or whatever, your gaming commissioner, was the one that's really running shit. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Look, I'm going to shut you down. You fuck with my family, I'm going to shut you down."
Yeah.
So that's what happens, man.
Corrupt.
It is.
Everybody's corrupt, dude.
But it's our own damn government that's the one that's fucking more corrupt than anyone else, dude.
Oh, 100%.
And I think the only reason they hate on the Yakuza, the CIA, I mean the fucking...
Mafia. Because they don't pay taxes.
That's it, dude.
That's it. That's all it is, dude. Because they want their cut. And they're not giving them their cut. That's all it is.
And, dude, that's why I'm telling you, man, if we had a federal sales tax, every one of those gangsters, every one of those people doing illegal shit would be paying tax that they're not now.
Why?
Because when you buy something, you pay a sales tax. There's no discrimination when me and you go to the fucking Walmart and we buy something, right? We get taxed the state tax.
They do that a lot in Europe and Canada. They tax the shit out of items where everybody's paying, and then it goes into where people have health care and shit like that. That's a form of socialism.
I'm just talking about a flat tax to a flat federal sales tax in every state. Everyone's taxed 8% when you buy something, regardless of what it is. Mm-hmm. If it's a purchase, you're paying 8%. You're buying coffee, 8%. You're buying fucking bananas, 8%. You buy a car, 8%.
Well, we pay taxes for everything now.
Well, that's state sales tax.
Okay.
You're paying a state sales tax. What I'm saying is get rid of the income tax. Allow people to make as much money as you fucking want. I don't give a fuck. Make as much money as you want. But when you go to spend that dollar, and you're going to spend it in America, right?
Right.
You're going to spend it here because you live here.
Right. You got to eat.
Yeah. You got to eat. You got to buy a house.
Right.
Everything down the line, dude. Gas, fucking tires, whatever it is. If there was a federal sales tax, it gets rid of all the corruption. It really does, man. Because there's no fucking loopholes. Like, this business that we have now, right? Mm-hmm. This will allow me so much financial freedom by having having a business, man. Yeah,
but you're doing a lot of stuff cash right now, and you haven't told anybody about it.
No, I have a paper trail. Dude. I have a paper trail on everything.
So what are you talking about, dude? You know what's funny? We talk about this. I was talking about this at work. You know, you never own anything. You never own a thing. You don't own the house you live in. You never own, because all you have to, the structure. You don't even really own the structure that's on your property. You can never own your own property.
Oh, you gotta pay taxes.
Pay property taxes. So once you don't pay it, they'll come and take it. They'll take everything.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, you get a car. You never really own it, because if you don't pay your registration, it's going to get impounded and taken away.
Yep.
So you never really own anything, dude.
Yeah.
They could take whatever the fuck they want from you. When we say we're going to own this and I'm going to own, you don't own nothing. You don't own fucking shit.
The little things, you own your fishing pole, you own your bowling ball.
No,
you know,
no. You go out there fishing, you don't have a fishing license, and you pay for the fucking, you don't pay for that fishing license, they're going to come take your pole, dude.
Yeah, it's true.
Ooh.
No, it's true.
See, you don't own shit, dude.
You got to pay to play, dude. That's the way it is. You got to pay to play, man.
Mm-hmm. You never own anything.
But all the big ticket items, you're right. Your cars, your house.
Whatever it is, you don't own shit. You don't own this shirt on your back. The police come and take you, they can take that shirt off. You don't have to get it back.
Yeah. It's all material, man. That's what it is. And money's material, too.
You own your heart.
You own your soul, dude.
You don't even own your soul.
Unless you sold it to the devil.
You sold it already.
No, this is no shit. I bought a dude's soul at work for $2. I'm not fucking around.
No, that guy's stupid.
He don't believe in any of that shit. He don't believe in God. Or he's
okay, so what happens now? He dies, and he goes up, and God says, well, now you got to go to eternal hell, and your eternal hell is whatever you fear the most, and that's what you're living in. And the guy's like, for what? He goes, because you sold it for $2.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, fuck, for $2? I shouldn't have fucking sold it.
Dude, because deal was he fucking... we were having a
What are you talking about?
We were having to talk about religion and shit, and he wanted to go get some fucking shit at the vending machines, right? And all he had was $5, and he's like, "Hey, anybody got change for $5?" I was like, "No, I got $2." And came out to it, and he's like, "Well, what can I do for the $2?" I said, "Why don't you sell me your soul?" He goes, "All right."
Yeah, you might go to hell to buy it.
No, I got 2 souls to deal with when it comes to fucking.
You're responsible for those souls.
Yeah, how many people out there have 2 souls, right?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not too many, dude.
There's some.
I mean, I've thought about going and buying homeless souls. You know? What? That'd be awesome, man. What? Soul collector, dude. What? You collect fucking coins and butterfly samples? I collect souls, dude.
I collect coins and butterflies.
Hey, just because I think outside of the box, dude, come on.
You doesn't mean you're crazy?
God knows it. She loves me. My God,
you got a whole list of souls that you bought?
I got one. He knows who it is, too. Because when his dad passed away, I went to his funeral, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you remember when you sold me your soul for $2?" He's like, "Yeah, keep it." I was like, "All right."
All right. He said, all right.
I tried to give it back, dude.
Anyways.
Yeah. So what else do we got, man? Fucking, we end of the world?
End of the world as we know it.
And I feel fine. We're going to do the end of the world, dude?
Sure. We could end the world.
So what do you think happens when fucking you die or the world's going to end? What do you think happens, man?
What happened to your soul?
Well, if you believe you got a soul.
I think that you go to a place where you're judged on your what you did in your life.
So you're going Christian on it.
Yeah, I believe there's a God, and I believe that everything in your heart that you know that you did was right and wrong, and if you lived a good life, I think that you're going to be judged on it, and then you can either go to a place where your soul is happy and it's free and it's living in this fucking, because I think that this is just a vessel for your soul,
yeah.
and whether you're talking to mediums or you're talking to Christians or you're talking to Satanists or you're talking whoever, but most of them believe that your soul will leave your body, your spirit will leave your body, your vessel when you're done, right?
I think scientifically, man, there's a measure. It's like I don't know, 6 ounces or something like that. When you die, you lose 6 ounces of weight.
Well, there's something that they think they're saying there's some sort of fucking molecule that they can see.
God gene.
God gene, yeah. So I think that, and then if you didn't, I think there is a place where your spirit and you would live in this eternal like hell in your life, whatever you fear the most, whether you fear of getting fucked in the ass every day, whatever it is, you're living in that every day, tormented for fucking, for the eternity.
See, and I think to me, that's just man talk. Like, that's man making stuff up, man. Like, to me, I don't feel like God has ever addressed the whole world. Like, why would God just go say, "Hey, Weller, I need you to go tell everybody that I talked to you, and this is the way they need to live their lives," right? And here I go ahead and set you up with some rules just to tell everybody else, right? I don't believe God works that way, man. I mean, to me, that's just the way a man is thinking to control another man, you know?
Well, I think that the Bible has a lot to do with that. What you're saying right there. I mean, the Bible controlled slavery in this country for years. People used Christianity to maintain slavery for a long time because in the Bible it said, obey your master, and they used it. They used the word, and they knew that black people really had the spiritual belief system, so they used the Bible against them to maintain slavery in this country.
Yeah, but look, and that's another thing gets in my crawl, man, is slavery is worldwide. It wasn't just an American thing, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all over the world, but it's always like it just happened in America, and it just happened to black people.
No. We deal with it because we live in this country.
Yeah.
Like, people live in the Kurdish and whatever. They're dealing with their own fucking demons right now, but we don't think about it because we live in our bubble. We live in the little bubble that we live in.
We have Americanized, dude. Right,
we live in our little world, and that's what we talk about. That's what we discuss, and that's what we talked about earlier about how we've got fucked up history, but we're trying to fix it.
Well, see, like I have this conversation with my brother-in-law all the time. He's a Seventh-day Adventist, right? So like they go to church on Saturdays, and when I think of his way of thinking, Saturday is the last day of the week. If you look at every calendar, the week starts on Sunday.
No, my week starts on Monday.
Your work week.
Mm-hmm.
But on a calendar, the week starts on Sunday and goes to Saturday.
How's that?
Look at any calendar. The one on the side, on the left side, right?
We made that shit up, dude.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. The first day of the week, Sunday. The last day of the week is Saturday.
We made that shit up, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you go week to week. Like, say you take October 1st, right? It's on a Tuesday. I don't know what day it really was, but let's say it's on a Tuesday.
Okay.
So if you go by the start of the calendar month, October 1st is on a Tuesday, so that would make the last day of the week a Monday. Because that 7-day week would be, from the 1st to the 7th.
What are we talking about?
Fucking God shit, man. So here's my deal on it. When I die, right, I think like basically your body, your beliefs, emotions, all that kind of stuff is built up. Like you start as a little kid, and as you go through life, you progress and you become enlightened, or you become darker. There are people that don't choose to become enlightened. They choose to stay in the darkness, or they choose to do evil and shit like that, right? So in my own mind about shit, like you get to this point of enlightenment, and maybe you reached it in this life or you didn't. If you didn't reach it in this life, you don't have enough energy or light to fucking make the jump to the next level. I have no idea what the next level is. So that's where reincarnation comes in for me. Like, say I made it and I'm 80%, right? I need to come back until I collect that other 20%. And if it takes me 15 lifetimes to do it, that's what it's gonna
I was listening to this medium, was Thursday or Friday, and she was saying that, well, why is there ghosts and stuff? And she was saying that the reason why their spirits won't leave this realm is because that somebody's holding on to them. They won't let them go. So until that person that's holding on to them, that's dear to them, maybe the son, a mother, a sister, whatever, is holding on to them, until they're like release that pain of them and like can let them go, that spirit won't leave this world until they're able to let them go. I mean, everybody has their own fucking.
But what about these ghosts that are like fucking 200 years old, or like we're in the Civil War?
They got locked in here because somebody wouldn't let them go, and that person died. You ever watch? Hey, you ever watch that little cartoon called Coco or whatever?
Oh yeah.
So that's what basically the medium. She brought up that cartoon. She goes, I know it's a cartoon, but that's what a lot of people believe. They believe that when that last person dies and they don't release that soul, that they're stuck in this world forever because if someone won't release them, won't release that pain from them and let them go on. And he said the spirits. This is what the lady was saying. It's not that way I believe. The spirits, once they want to leave this realm, they don't want to be here. They want to, and they said that they could help you more when they're in a different realm. Yeah. They could help you as somebody they love better if they leave this space. So everybody has their own belief system.
Yeah, like my God, like I don't believe my God has talked to the world yet. Because to me, a God would tell everybody on the earth at the same time, right? There would be no fucking secret codes or secret words or gathering spots or any of this kind of shit that's associated with religion. My God, when my God talks, basically everybody on the earth would be like, hey, this is God. Just telling everybody, don't kill everybody. Everybody treat everybody the same. Whatever God's going to say, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and go out there. But My God also encompasses fucking good and evil. My God is everything, right? There is no split down the line, because when you believe in Christianity, all the good stuff is God, all the bad stuff is the devil. You know what I mean? On a moral compass, all the bad stuff and evil shit you do is devil. All the good stuff is God, right? I don't believe in that, man.
Well, some people believe that you are your you are your God, you are your devil. Like, when you do something evil, that's the devil in you coming out. When you do something good, it's the God in you coming out. Some people believe that. There's so many trains of thoughts on belief systems that the joke that I said before on the thing, when that person dies and he goes to heaven and he goes up there and Jesus is walking him through, and he says, there's the Jehovah's Witness, and there's the Muslims, and and the guy's like, why are you so quiet? Oh, he goes, because they all think they're the only people here.
Yeah.
That rings true, dude. That's what. Hey, before, I know we're running into a long time, but that's what starts all these wars, dude.
Yeah.
Is people who are 100%er down the line, and people who are just will not let go, that they think their faith is it, and that's it. Like, that's where the wars start. That's how come we have the problems in this country, in this world.
Well, it'd be like, okay, why aren't you a 49er fan?
Because the 49ers are a bunch of bitches.
So that's what I'm saying, man. You're a Raiders fan to the bone. That's what you are. You're a Raiders fan, right?
Right. Fuck the rest.
Now, why can't you root for the 49ers, dude?
Because I'm not a 49er fan. Because I'm not.
Then that's
but let me say this, and this is my train of thought. I have a certain respect for the 49er fans because they live here in Northern California, and you support either the Raiders or Niners. I don't get the fucking fans that are fucking Kansas City Chief fans that live in fucking Galt. I don't get that. I'm like,
I seen a Brewers fan at Walmart.
What the fuck are you? Well, my great grandfather was a fucking. Get the fuck out of here. You're either a Niner fan or a Raider fan. You live in Northern California. Yeah. You live in fucking Green Bay. You're a fucking Green Bay Packers fan. That's just how it is. Like, Californians are so fucked up, dude.
Well, let me ask you this. So, like, my sister and her husband, Uriah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uriah. So
Uriah Ickley?
Yeah, so Uriah is a fucking Raider fan.
Okay.
But they moved up to Portland, right? So he starts watching Trailblazers. He starts watching Seattle Seahawks, that kind of stuff.
I understand that a little bit.
It's kind of like, hey, you got to kind of root for that team or whatever.
Hey, I understand that.
Now they live in Atlanta, right?
They're Falcons.
So, yeah, so it's Falcons and fucking
I kind of understand that. I give a little respect for that.
Yeah, but he's still a Raider fan, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you grew up a Raider fan, but if you're in that area and you support the local teams, I'm a Sacramento Kings fan. I can't live in fucking Sacramento or this area and all of a sudden be a fucking Philadelphia 76ers fan. That makes no fucking sense to me. Yeah. I don't get that. I'm a Laker fan. Well, then move to LA, motherfucker. Yeah. You're a Dodger fan. You live in here. You need to move to fucking LA.
No. It's all up there, dude. It's up there. I'm about to add a World Series banner.
Fuck LA.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't watch baseball anyway, so hey, if it's Frazier's team, I want Frazier's team to win.
Yeah. I love it, man. Dodgers, I got some old shit. I love it, dude. But that's the way it is, okay? So you feel that way about football, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same way with religion. Like, for me, I don't care if you're a Christian or I don't care if you're Muslim, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it doesn't affect my family, you're not trying to fuck with me.
Or you're not fucking molesting children, or you're not fucking trying to kill yourself or kill other people, or you're not trying to fucking suicide bomb people because they don't believe in your faith, or you're not fucking hating on people. Like,
yeah, but you get 40 virgins. Come on, dude.
Dude, how can you even handle 2?
Dude, I don't know. I've probably had like 8 virgins, and believe me, I'd rather have a hoe. You would have a better time with a hoe, dude.
you got enough problems with one wife. How you know fucking 3 or 4 or 4?
Dude, that's what I say too, man. Like, I talked to Michelle about it. Like, fucking, I don't know how fucking these guys can have 3 or 4 wives and stuff. I don't understand that.
Oh, when I watch that show, dude, it's like he's placating to all 3 of them, dude. It seems like a lot of energy, dude. You're like, fuck, each one's fucking in a bad mood one day. You're like, fuck this, that would like.
That's 3 times of the months right there.
Fuck that. Yeah. You're a fucking dream to live with.
Yeah,
that's what they would say.
Yeah,
like you're a fucking dream to live with.
Oh, dude. I don't know, man.
So we ready?
let me load this bitch up. That's a good episode, man. It was flowed pretty fucking good, man. We hit a bunch of bunch of shit today, dude. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Next week, Harold Gregory Flory in studio. He promised us.